Hi, I'm Mona, and this is Skindipity. This is a brand new YouTube channel geared towards the mature women's beauty and skincare community. Today we're going to review RMS Beauty's Uncover Up Foundation. I am using the shade 11. Comes in a little pot like this. Zoom in so you can kind of see there's a little bit of a sheen on the foundation. It comes with a little spatula, which, as you will learn about me, I lose all of these little gadgets. So I had to find another little tool to get some of the foundation out today. Also, RMS Beauty sells their own brush. This is the Skin to Skin foundation brush by RMS. It's really good at a loose, flowery stippling pattern. So we're going to try that on half, and we're going to try the Beauty Blender or my Stands Out Beauty Sponge on the other side. I have worn this a couple of times before. I do love it. I actually feel like it is almost a dupe for the Tom Ford Traceless Stick Foundation, which is around $90 for a price point. And this is coming in at about the $55 price point. So that's definitely something to think about, because I think that the Tom Ford could be built up. I think this can be built up. I think the Tom Ford actually gave me a little bit of a more visible pore image than this foundation. So I think this one actually, if it didn't blur my pores, it definitely didn't advertise them either. So I think it was a really good foundation, and I have to say that although I'm very happy with the Tom Ford too, that my next purchase may be this instead of Tom Ford. So I'm going to take a little bit of the foundation out, and I'm going to put it on the top of my hand. This allows it to sort of melt down. You can see that it's really good at melting into your skin, and it does not give you the feeling that your makeup is sitting cakey on top of your skin, which I absolutely love as a mature woman. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go directly into the hand with the brush. I'm going to grab some product, and I'm really just going to stipple. And you can use this as a concealer also. You can go back with another layer. I do believe that it's better to do sheer layers first and build rather than go in heavy all at once. The shade comes in, I'm trying to remember how many colors. I'll have to go back and look. It is not an extensive range, but it's a decent range. And it does range from very fair and light to deep. So I do feel like most everyone can find a shade match. I'm going to pick up a little more product, put it on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use my fingers on the other side to just put some down before I go in with the brush. I'm sorry, I'm going to do the blender on this side, so it can kind of be warming up into my skin. Now one thing about this is, I'm going to use this to kind of smooth it out. One thing about this foundation is it does, RMS Beauty is kind of known for their natural ingredients, and this foundation is no exception. So they have coconut oil in here, and some people can find coconut oil to be pore clogging and make them break out. The creator of RMS Beauty specifically chose a type of coconut oil that is not prone to do that. So I would not let that stop you from trying this foundation. Okay, so let's get a little bit of a close-up. Okay, I think we have a pretty beautiful finish here. It's sort of dewy. I feel like it's covered. The coverage is really, really good. And I'm going to start with the other side. The other side, I have it melting into my skin already, and I'm going to go in with a beauty blender. I call it a beauty blender. That's sort of like everyone calling something by a brand name that made it popular when it's not really that, like Xerox machine, when it could be any copier. This is actually the Stands Out beauty sponge, and I like it better than the beauty blender. Although I do like the beauty blender, this is my favorite. I did my eyes before I did this for the sake of time. And I just wanted to say that I am wearing the Naked Honey palette by Urban Decay. This is just one of the looks. And I am just really enjoying this palette. I've come up with about 6 different looks for it so far. From everyday to glam. Okay. Get a mirror. I think that's really good. Let's see if I can get a close-up for you guys. So just to make sure that it is fully melded into my skin, I'm going to dampen my beauty blender with this. This is the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Hydrating Toner Mist. And I am really enjoying this product as well. I'm using it as a setting spray with my powder and cream foundations, liquid foundations. I use it whenever I just need a spritz to my face to rehydrate. Okay, now I am going to take some blush. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do a little contouring. I am going to go in again with the Park Avenue Princess by Tarte, and I am going to go in with the shade Princess Cut. That is a very bad habit that I have, of blowing on my brushes instead of knocking them. Don't do that. Don't pick up that habit. It's a little dark there. I have a couple of friends with oily skin who have actually used this foundation with very good results. Even though it's dewy and hydrating, I do still think that it's good for dry, mature skin and oily skin alike. And I know that for me, it's been very long wearing, but I'm going to do a check-in test so you guys can see for yourself. Oh, and I want to tell you guys about another product that I have been just starting. So I can't give you a full review yet. Let's see if I have it here. Yes, I do. Okay. It is the Peter Thomas Roth Unwrinkle Lip Treatment, and it is for puffing up your lips and this area right here. It does give you a little bit of tingling. You just apply it on your lips morning and night and around your smile lines. And so far, I'm really enjoying it, and I feel like I've only been using it for about a week, but I feel like maybe I've already seen some more definition of my lip lines to help prevent the bleeding of my lip liners. So I'll give you more of an update once I've been using it for a while. Okay, let's go in with some blush. I'm going to use my Cover FX Face Palette blush. Kind of a highly pigmented bright color, so I'm just gonna add a little bit. I'm not gonna go in for more pigment on the other side because it's pretty bright. For my highlighter, I am going to go in with the Radiant Glow Highlighter by IBI Beauty. This is just something I got in and I just wanted to try it. I don't know if I like it or not. We shall see. This is a very loved palette. It's pretty. I wouldn't say it's my favorite highlighter. I would say it gives a pretty glow. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush, and I am going to use some of this this finishing powder. I'm just going to buff everything out. And I'm going to go in with some lipstick. I'm going to use this liner in Nude from Rimmel. It's the Lasting Finish liner. And the point broke off. So I would say it's not going to give you a lasting finish if the point doesn't last. All right, plan B. I am not going to use a liner, and I am going to go in with my Too Faced favorite in Birthday Suit. Just a little nude pop of color. And I love it. I love the way it feels on my lips. It's creamy, it's moisturizing. And I'll top it with this gloss from DC in Lemonade. Just at the bottom. Okay. So I'm going to come in a little bit closer. I love these little bobbles for not messing up you're damaging your hair when you pull it out of a pony. This will need a brush. But we'll come back and we'll look at the foundation in a couple hours and do a check-in. See you then. Hi everybody. This is a 4-hour check-in on the RMS Beauty Uncover Up makeup. I don't feel like it is settled and fine lines. Still dewy, still hydrating. It's kind of sunk into my skin, which I like in a good way. Hasn't worn off any, hasn't gathered. So I'm going to come back in another couple hours and we'll take... Everybody, it's been 9 hours since I put this foundation on, so I thought I'd give another check-in. Kind of in bright light before the sun goes down. I think this is a really beautiful foundation with really beautiful coverage. I give it a thumbs up. I think it's great for mature women. It doesn't feel like I have makeup on. It's not heavy, but it gives me good coverage. Looks like skin, feels like skin. Being in the $50 price range, I feel like it's pretty affordable. I feel like it's going to last a long time. It's easy to travel with. It doesn't take up much space. What do you guys think? Anybody else tried it? Let me know what you think in the comments. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.